Throughout history, humanity has devised some truly shocking punishments, methods that boggle the mind and chill the soul. In this video, we're diving into 10 historical punishments so brutal, they feel like scenes from a nightmare. If you're ready to explore the darkest corners of the past, hit that like button, subscribe to the Archival Eye, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's uncover the chilling tales of justice and cruelty together. The Brazen Bull. In ancient Greece, the tyrant Phalaris of Acragas commissioned a gruesome device, a hollow brass bull in which victims were roasted alive. The design had tubes and whistles that transformed their screams into bull-like bellows. The first victim? The inventor himself, as a demonstration of its effectiveness. Scold's Bridle. In medieval Europe, outspoken women were silenced with a humiliating device called the Scold's Bridle. A metal cage was fitted over the head, with a sharp piece inserted into the mouth to press down the tongue. Public shaming followed, as these women were paraded through the streets. The Judas cradle used during the Spanish Inquisition. This device involved hoisting victims onto a pyramid-shaped seat. The pointed end was inserted into the body, and weights were added to increase pressure. A slow, agonizing death was the goal, as confessions were extracted. The pillory. Though less lethal, the pillory was a medieval staple for shaming petty criminals. People were locked in wooden boards in a public square, their heads and hands sticking out. The crowd was free to throw rotten food, mud, and sometimes stones, making it a punishment of humiliation and physical pain. The breaking wheel. Also called the Catherine wheel, this medieval punishment involved tying the victim to a large wooden wheel. Their limbs were then shattered with a heavy iron bar. Left on display as a warning to others, their bodies were sometimes woven into the wheel's spokes. Boiling alive. This horrific punishment was used in England and parts of Asia for crimes like poisoning or treason. Victims were slowly lowered into boiling water or oil, ensuring maximum pain. Records show Henry VIII legalized boiling as punishment for poisoners. The Iron Maiden. A German creation, though its historical use is debated, the Iron Maiden was a coffin-like structure lined with spikes. When closed, the spikes impaled the victim in non-lethal areas, ensuring a prolonged and excruciating death. The ducking stool reserved for witches and unruly women, the ducking stool involved tying the accused to a chair and dunking them repeatedly into water. This was both a test of innocence, if you drowned, you were innocent, and a humiliating public spectacle. Execution by elephant. In ancient India and Southeast Asia, elephants were trained to execute criminals. These powerful animals would crush, dismember, or toss victims with their trunks. It was a display of royal authority and a public warning. Flaying alive. One of the most brutal punishments in history, flaying involved removing the skin of a living person. Used by Assyrians and other ancient civilizations, this was both a method of execution and psychological warfare. Victims' skins were often displayed to terrorize enemies. Which of these historical punishments surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments.